What's up, everybody, and welcome to my SummerSlam 2013 review. A lot of big things, real huge show tonight on SummerSlam. Kicking it off with the United States title on the line of the pre-show. Rob Van Dam versus Dean Ambrose. Pretty much kicking off the pre-show, which I have to say was a great match. Really, crowd was really into it. I'll say that with the RVD and Ambrose match. Pretty much, it kind of ended off with the Shield getting involved because the Shield and Big Show and Mark Henry were out there, and pretty much when RVD hit the 5-star frog splash, Roman Reigns pretty much came in and speared Rob Van Dam, picking him up for the win. And so that's pretty much how that went. It was a great match. The RVD was really over tonight. He had some ECW chants, some holy shit chants, I believe. Even a "this is awesome" chant. Also, it was a crazy match out there, pretty much. I really did enjoy it. RVD versus versus Dean Ambrose, which I haven't really seen a good pre-show match in a while since the Payback one when I went to when Sandow went against Sheamus. Great way to kick off the show for the kickoff. Kane went against Bray Wyatt in the Ring of Fire match. Bray Wyatt's first official match in pay-per-view. Pretty much, the Wyatt family tried to put out that fire using anything from the fire extinguisher and a kendo stick, and they pretty much covered the flames and got in there and beat up Kane as Bray Wyatt did his finisher, then beating Kane. Then they pretty much drove Kane. They dragged him to the steel steps and then hit him with another steel steps over his head as Bray Wyatt stood over him. And they carried Kane away. So I guess they're gonna brainwash Kane or do something with Kane now. So that's what they're probably gonna do, is drag him away and brainwash him somewhere. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that, with Kane and Bray Wyatt. Also tonight we had the other matches happened tonight. Sandow went against Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes pretty much won with the Crossroads. It was an alright match. Pretty much Sandow was on the mic talking about Cody Rhodes, how they could have been a great tag team and everything. So it was an alright match. World Heavyweight title on the line. Christian versus Alberto Del Rio, which I gotta say was a really great match. Really good match, especially for pay-per-view. Crowd got into it. They said this was awesome. Pretty much Christian nearly had it because he hit the spear on Del Rio, but Del Rio was able to get that cross arm breaker, and Christian tried to get out of it, but Del Rio won it because he is getting more of a better heel champion, having an announcement Spanish and get on the mic out and say nobody's ever going to beat him. He'll be the greatest world champion since he defeated Christian tonight. Brie Bella went against Natalya. Natalya won. It was an alright match right there. Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk, no disqualification, which I have to say was freaking crazy. This match was brutal. I have to say Brock Lesnar was really tossing Punk around a lot throughout the match, but Punk was coming in at him, hitting him with those chair shots out there and jumping off of the top rope and the table, and pretty much dodging the F5 and the DDT, and Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drops on him with a chair, even dodging the Kimura lock, put into an arm lock. I almost thought he did Undertaker's move with the Hell's Gate, but he did a triangle choke. And then we had pretty much Brock Lesnar doing Eddie Guerrero moves. He's doing the Three Amigos then, and then people just chanting Eddie, Eddie, and Paul Heyman was just getting involved in the match after Punk hit the GTS, breaking the count. Punk was taking that chair and hitting him, and then he hit Paul Heyman and pretty much did an Anaconda Vice on him then. He pretty much viced him, but Brock Lesnar was still getting involved, still trying to hit that F5 on CM Punk. I have to say, this was a brutal match. It was very, very physical, very brutal, very hard-fought match. I really enjoyed it, but Brock Lesnar picked up the win of the F5 on the chair. Punk was able to get right back up at that. I don't know what this is going to mean next. And probably it's going to be a rematch with CM Punk and Brock Lesnar. Punk did walk out of it. He walked out of a fight tonight, but he took a lot of bumps. I'll give him that. Him and Brock. So it was a very brutal match. Even Brock wearing the black, pretty much, whatever MMA gear like he's about to walk into. So I have to say it was a very, very brutal, hard-fought match. Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn went against AJ and B. Langston. Pretty much of a fun match right here. Ziggler picked up the win, so I'm happy with it. Even that fan got to sit in the row. If you're willing to get your ass squashed by Mark Henry just for some tickets, and sit in front of the announce table, I guess that is kind of cool. I'm willing to take an L for that, take a loss, get my ass kicked a little just to get some tickets. But he only took a squash, just got squashed on, so it was nothing much. But that fan was kind of good for that, right there. Also, other matches we had tonight for SummerSlam. Pretty much coming into the fucking main event, Daniel Bryan versus John Cena, Triple H, the guest referee. Which I have to say, Daniel Bryan really kicked John Cena's ass throughout the entire match. It looked almost one-sided in a way. And they had to keep checking John Cena's arm half throughout the match. Man, Daniel Bryan doing suplexes, hanging on to the ropes full of these big-ass kicks on Cena. Cena was able to dodge a lot of those. I'll give him that. It was a very great match, but the people were over. They were super over by Daniel Bryan. Bryan was just over, man. The yes chants were just coming in, saying, this is awesome, holy shit. Bryan was just pulling fucking kicks out of nowhere you wouldn't even see. He was just drop kicking the fuck out of people everywhere. He was kicking, and Cena almost thought his head was gonna fall off of his arm. Cena was putting up a hard fight, but I gotta say, it looked a little one-sided. I felt like Daniel Bryan kicked Cena's ass throughout the whole match almost. Like, I guess if you want to call it, they went back and forth, but I gotta say, Bryan was pulling out a little bit more moves, especially with those kicks, man. Proving like he's the best. Hitting with the yes lock, man. Dodging the STF. Even stealing John Cena's move, doing the STFU on him. But that suplex he did was just insane. I have to say that. It was just fucking crazy. But Daniel Bryan hit that shining wizard kick at the end and beat John Cena, making him the new WWE champion. Cena pretty much turned him around. They almost started to a slapping contest. They just kept slapping the crap out of each other. Also, but I thought Cena was about to turn heel, people were hoping, I guess. But he pretty much shook Daniel Bryan's hand and left, and Daniel Bryan celebrated to become the new WWE champion then. As he celebrated, Randy Orton's music hit, and he pretty much came down fast to the ring, but he waited and just walked away a little. He thought, could he do it right now? But Triple H was still there, and Triple H turned Daniel Bryan around, pedigreed him, which I gotta say was fucking crazy. It just pissed off the fans. It just went in on it. It was like Bryan was screwed almost. And I guess you could have saw this coming. Orton was going to cash it in. Orton gave you that many signs he was going to cash in. And I guess Triple H heel turn. Now people are telling me it's evolution, evolution. After Triple H hit that pedigree and cashed in the Money in the Bank, Orton hit the pin, becoming the new WWE champion. Which I have to say, this pay-per-view was really crazy. It had its hits and misses, but the Punk Lesnar match and the you've seen the Bryan matches. I even like the kickoff with the RVD and Dean Ambrose match also, but Orton just became the WWE champion right there, ruining Bryan's moment. Bryan just had his moment. I thought he wasn't going to cash it in because it took so long for him to come out, and Bryan just picked up that win. It was just a crazy match, but Triple H pedigreeing him. Everybody says Evolution's going to be back, and I guess maybe after this weekend at the 2K14 press conference also, they had the SummerSlam access. That was insane. I enjoyed it, man. It was literally going crazy out there tonight with Daniel Bryan and John Cena. But Orton pretty much came in, he cashed in that Money in the Bank, and he became the WWE champion, man. It was a crazy pay-per-view. I really did enjoy this pay-per-view of SummerSlam. So, especially kind of like three of my favorite matches, I have to say tonight, which were the kind of matches of the night, was Punk and Lesnar, Bryan, Cena, and I gotta say RVD, like I said, RVD and Ambrose. I enjoyed that match with RVD and Ambrose. But make sure you check out my live reactions. Once again, you know it's me, the HOOD. Comment, subscribe. You know what I am, you know what I do. Oh man, I'm done with this review. Bam, we are done with SummerSlam. Check out my live reactions. It's insane. I'm telling you, keep watching the show. Watch Raw tomorrow night. I have to enjoy this. A very, very enjoyable SummerSlam in a way. And I gotta say, the ending was just mad, I have to say. It was just crazy. So I'm going to see you guys later. You know what I am, you know what I do. Keep watching the show, comment, subscribe. I know I'm repeating myself, but you gotta do it. It was a very great show tonight. So I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. I gotta say, my thoughts on this was really insane tonight. Check out the live reactions. I'm out of here. See ya.